another numericals, kind of numericals only. The output resistance RO impacts the performance of many analog circuits, and we have discussed this thing. This slide was discussed, I hope, and we have to go further. This is also discussed, and here onwards we have to go. Okay, the drain voltage equals to 1 volt, gate voltage equals to 1 volt, and source voltage 0.5 volt, and threshold voltage 0.4 volt. Body potential equals to 0 volt. Surface potential phi equals to twice 5, mod of twice 5 equals to 0.6 volt, and gain factor beta of the MOSFET 100 microampere per volt square. Neglecting the channel modulation effect, find out the transconductance from the main gate, that is GM. And gate means GM, not GMB, because body potential is already 0. So GM, and transconductance from the body. So GMB also to be found. Here body potential is 0, but source potential is something else. Source is where, source is 0.5. So BBS will be negative, okay? So show that the transconductance for the main gate is typically a factor of about 3 to 10 times larger than the transconductance from the body or second gate, if the body effect coefficient gamma equals to 0.31. So are you able to do this? Mostly thing is done here. Should I skip and you can do yourself or understand yourself? Yes, say somebody. See, already something is hinted here. What is hinted? Ignoring, or let me take another color so that it becomes here. Ignoring or neglecting the channel and modulation effect means CLM is to be ignored. If CLM is ignored, then what is the current equation? That's 1 plus lambda, BDS term will not be there. So current equation will be this much only. Are you getting? Because GM is defined as delta IDS or delta VGS. So this is what, and you get this one as the GM, P time to VGS minus VT. Now put the values and find out the GM. GM saturation region GM. It is 10 microampere per volt. GMB sat we have already seen here in this expression. So GMB sat equals to GM gamma by square root of 2 into square root of plus 5 plus GSB. Putting the values, you get GMB sat equals to this much. And GM by GMB is value, put the value, you get GM was 10 microampere per volt, GMB is 1.5. This is the value. So it is 6.7. So it is within this range. Yes or no? 3 to 10. You have to say, yes, or you have to prove that it is within 3 to 10. So it is within this range. And that is what we discussed in our previous slide here. You see here. Theoretically, it should be within this. So this kind of understanding is good. If you know the theory, then it can be easily done. Certain equations you have to remember. And NMOS device has Na equals to this, TOX equals to this, EOX equals to this, Epsilon SI equals to this, Q equals to this, surface potential equals to this, and zero bias threshold voltage VT0 equals to this. Compute its threshold voltage at VSB equals to 0.5 volt. Assume that intrinsic concentration Ni equals to 1.5 into the power 10 per centimeter cube. So it is also very simple. Putting the everything you have to put, and you can find out the values. You take the snapshot and try yourself to understand. And if you don't, then you call me, I'll explain, or in the next class we'll explain. Similarly, another examples. Only thing is the values may be different. Okay, here Na is given and other things is given, and you have to show that it is within 3 to 10 and see that we have got it. Now, MOS device capacitors. I mean, MOS actually we have at the beginning already you have seen that MOS is having a capacitance. COX we have already discussed. At the top you have the polysilicon, then at the bottom you have the substrate, in between you have the silicon dioxide, so it is basically a capacitor. In addition to this capacitance, gate oxide capacitance, we have other capacitance also, like source to body, drain to body, and gate to body. This kind of capacitors are there. As you can see here, a MOSFET has been shown, I mean, with various capacitances. CGD, gate to drain, then another one is CGS, CDB and CSB, and CZB, gate to body. 5 capacitors you are seeing here. In this, certain more capacitors are not included. Can anybody say what capacitor is not included? Overlap capacitor you might have not heard, so you are not able to say. Overlap capacitance is another capacitance which may be with the overlap with the gate overlap with drain as well as source. That is missing here. Okay, so earlier a lot of overlaps were left, I mean intentionally, so that there is no breakage in the channel. But nowadays self-aligned process has been developed, and it is negligibly small. The capacitance is negligibly small. So this is all about the capacitance of the MOSFETs.
Sir, what are CO and CDEF?
CO is the gate oxide capacitance, gate to body. But another thing is there, you will have the depletion layer also. See, this is this inversion layer in this diagram, in this inversion layer, and this is the gate material poly. In between you have the silicon dioxide that is forming the CO, and you have the negative ions that is playing another role for CDEF, depletion layer capacitance. This is a depletion layer formed here. CDEF I have written here for depletion layer. Are you getting? So these two capacitors are in series. Body to this gate, you have a series connection of capacitance. Understood? Suppose you have not applied gate voltage, then gate to body capacitance will be more or less when you have applied voltage. Two conditions. One is you have applied the gate voltage with respect to source. Sometimes source and body are tied together. Remember that. Then question is two condition. Gate voltage applied, gate voltage not applied, in which the capacitance is gate to body capacitance is higher. That is my question. Do you understand my question?
Yes, sir. Sir, if we don't give gate voltage, then inversion layer is not formed. Then capacitance will be less because those charges are not deposited.
Anybody have any other opinion? Gate voltage is not applied, so inversion layer is not formed, a depletion layer is also not there. Only gate material, that is poly and substrate in between silicon dioxide, now forming a capacitance. And another time you are applying gate voltage, inversion layer is there as well as depletion layer is there. Two capacitances are in series, CO and CDEP. Tell me, in which this in which I'll be deleting all those things. It is previously taught material, so it may be confusing you. It is more clear to you. Is it understood? Tell. Harshvardhan?
Yes, sir.
What do you understand by this? My question is understood.
Yes, sir.
What is your opinion?
Sir, I was thinking same as Prajwal, sir.
Shashank?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You agree with Prajwal or don't agree with him? Say something, whatever you think.
Prajwal says, I think it is correct only, sir.
Okay, then Harsh Tripathi.
Sir, I have doubt regarding if capacitance are in series, then the equivalent capacitance is less than.
You are right. You are right, very much right. Capacitance series. I said that it is a series combination. CO and CDEP are in series. Then you know fundamentally this capacitance value will be less. Why this thing is not coming in your mind? So Tripathi has said the correct answer. So this figure is a diagrammatical representation of the parasitic capacitance of an NMOS transistor. In this model and in the subsequent analysis, the overlap of the gate over the drain and source is assumed to be zero. This is what I was telling. Overlap capacitance is not there. Here, state way, here, this side your N plus, this side is your N plus. Okay, there is no overlap. But normally, in early days, what was done, you know? Let me show. Normally, this must overlap was made earlier. Okay. This must overlap. I'll take the different color. This is your N plus, I mean silicon dioxide. This is your poly. So gate. This is source. This is drain. Are you getting my point? So this must overlap used to here. Overlap was there earlier. COV, something like that, was the notation for that. That is being zeroed here in a self-aligned process, MOSFET fabrication process, that is called self-aligned. I mean, your gate drain will be aligned in such a way that there will be no overlap. Okay. Any other things you understand or do not understand from here? a simplification that is valid for a first order self-aligned silicon gate process. If self-aligned term is used, then this overlap should be ignored, not necessary. Okay. Okay then. The following capacitive components have been identified: CGS, CGS, CGD. See, this is the CGS and this is CGD. Gate to channel capacitances, which are lumped at the source and drain regions of the channel respectively. CSB and DB. CSB and CDB. We have already discussed that once this is the drain, this is the source. Once you have connected a positive voltage here with respect to source, there will be depletion layer around it. And that depletion layer will be acting as an insulator because there is mobile charges. So a capacitance is formed around the drain as well as around the source. So this capacitance is called CDB or CSB. Can you tell that normally body and source are tied together and it is grounded? Can you tell me which one will be larger in value, CSB or CDB? Yes, tell somebody.
CSB, sir.
CSB, sir.
CSB, good, very good. Because depletion layer width is smaller. Okay. C equals to epsilon 0 epsilon r A by D, and here D is nothing but the depletion layer width. Now, well understood. CGB, gate to bulk capacitance. Gate to bulk capacitance. It is now possible to view the model in terms of circuit symbols, and this is the circuit symbol, MOSFET symbol, and around this MOSFET symbol you are looking, there are 5 capacitances, right? The behavior of the gate capacitance of an NMOS device can be explained in terms of the following simple models in 3 regions of operation. We know the region of operation. One is called cutoff region, or when MOSFET is off, and another is when MOSFET is on, and in on state there will be 2 regions, either non-saturated or linear or resistive or ohmic, and third one is saturation region. Okay, so let us see what is the condition for off region. Off region means VGS should be less than VT. This is known to us. We have discussed. When the MOS device is off, there is no channel, and hence CGS, CGD equals to 0. And CGB can be modeled as the series combination of the 2 capacitors CU and CDEP. Okay. You might have applied CGS, but the voltage CGS is less than VT. Okay. In that situation, the channel is not formed properly. Channel is not formed means inversion layer is not there. If inversion layer is there, let me go back to this slide. Inversion layer is there. So inversion layer, 50% part, half of the part is this added to source and other 50% added to drain. As it is the part of this this channel is part of the drain, and since it is attached to the drain, and this part is attached to its source, so we call it CGS. Total capacitance, gate to channel capacitance divided into 2 parts. One is CGS, one is CGD. Now, if there is a no channel, so between this and between this, there is no overlap. When channel is formed, we can think of that this is attached with the source. This one is attached with drain. Hence, there is a overlap between the top plate and the bottom plate, and this bottom plate is attached with source. So we call it CGS. But if there is no channel at all, this is not existing, then there is no overlap between source region and this plate. So CGS will be 0. Similarly, CGD will be 0. Are you getting my point? In that case, when there is no formation of, but yes, if a voltage VGS is applied, which is less than VGS, less than VT, means you have applied some voltage. Suppose VT is 0.4 volt, you have applied 0.3 or 0.2 volt. So that 0.2 volt has deposited some charges here. That charge, positive charge, has repelled the holes here. So a depletion layer might have been formed. Complete depletion layer initially at low gate voltage. So this depletion layer might be there. Or if your gate voltage is a little more, say it is 0.3 volt or 3.5 volt or very close to the VT, then you will have the very weak inversion layer here plus depletion layer also here. Okay, depletion layer, it is shown already with this line. Okay, this area are depleted, this area are depleted. Okay, so if inversion layer is not there, but remember that there will be a depletion layer.
Sir, this depletion layer is the result of VGS, or is it a result of VDB and VSB?
DB.
So there will be different diodes, right, between drain and substrate and gate and substrate.
Say this is source, this is drain. Okay, two voltage we apply. One is at the gate. This is the gate to source voltage we apply. Okay, and body is also tied to the ground. Normally, body and source are tied together. So both are at same potential. Okay, this point and this point are at the same potential, right? If you tie body and source together.
Yes, sir.
Now, so because of VGS, this fellow, very small if it is, then very small positive voltage, positive charge will be deposited. Corresponding to each positive charge, what will happen? There will be electrical field generated from there. And that positive charge will be repelling the holes, because this is a depletion. I mean, this substrate is P-type. Remember, P-type it is, because we are talking about N-MOSFET. Okay, if I write NMOS, N plus is N-MOSFET. So holes everywhere is there in the silicon, that is substrate. Those holes will be repelled. So once holes are repelled, what will be left behind is a negative ion. Am I correct? In that diagram somewhere, where is that? Somewhere I saw. No, not here. Anyway, so negative ion will be there. Say
so that is the result of VGS, right? Not VDB.
This all is negative ions. What you said?
It is the result of applying VGS and not VDB.
VGS, it is applied VGS. Yes, VDS also plays role in depleting the drain region around the drain. And we have discussed this, that if you apply VDS, then part of the channel is depleted by this fellow also. and we call it what? We call it something. What is that?
Drain diffusion.
Drain diffusion, but drain diffusion capacitance, for that this capacitance is there. That is obvious, but something else is told. What is that? And in the current equation, I write something. What is that? Beta by 2 into VGS minus VT whole square, and another term we write here for that. 1 plus lambda
The
VDS.
channel length modulation.
Yes, CLM. So CLM occurs. Means this effect, ideally it should not have in a long channel MOSFET, but in a short channel MOSFET, the depletion layer width is also considerable. So your question is what? Tell.
Sir, I was just asking if the depletion layer that is mentioned in the diagram is due to VGS or VDS.
It is mainly VGS, no? Vertical field, vertical electrical field.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That is what it is.
But mainly that, okay, that is causing this CGS and CGD, etc. So CSB, CDB, source and drain diffusion capacitance to bulk or substrate. CGB, get to bulk capacitance. Get to bulk, get, and this is the get to bulk capacitance. Bulk means body. It is now possible to view the model in terms of the circuit symbols. So circuit symbol is here, and this is illustrated here in this figure 4.5. The total gate capacitance CG up a MOSFET is CG equals to CGB CGS plus CGD. Gate to body, that is CB. And it is maximum when there is no gate bias. If gate bias is not there, so if gate bias is there, then what will happen? Two series connection will be there. Anyway, coming here in the off region, when VGS is less than VT, when the MOS device is off, there is no channel, and hence CGS equals to CGD equals to 0. CGB can be modeled as this series combination of the two capacitors CO and CDEF. If say 0.2 volt you have applied, inversion layer might have not been formed fully, but depletion layer has occurred. So in that case, you can say that yes.
Sir, we just discussed, right, that when VG is 0, then
yes, the same thing.
CG is maximum.
So maximum, but you see that VGS is less than VT is stored, not 0. So I am telling that weak inversion has been taken place, possibly very weak inversion. You can't say that if VGS is less than VT, you can't say that it is 0. It is 0. No, we can say that yes, maybe 0.1, 0.2 volt also, but less than VT. If at all few electrons are there, inversion layer electrons, that is negligible. Okay. In that case, that is the same case. You are telling whatever you are telling, we considered VGS equals to 0. In that case, it is maximum. CGB will be maximum because series connection in that case CO plus CD is coming in series when there is no gate bias or very less gate bias, you can say. Now, non-saturated region, when VGS greater than VT, VGS minus VT greater than VDS, because as a result of the formation of channel, the gate channel capacitance CGS, CGD are there and now become significant. These capacitances are dependent on gate voltage. We understand that if gate voltage is increased, so this from weak inversion will be strong inversion, and this inversion layer will be connecting the source region and drain region. Okay, so CGS will be there, CGD will be there. Their values can be conservatively estimated as CGD equals to CGS equals to half of epsilon 0 epsilon SIO by TOX into A. Okay. General expression for capacitance, any capacitance, and it is half because 50% it is 50% divided. Total channel capacitance divided into source, half is going to source, half is going to drain. One call is coming, let me take the call, I'll come back to you. Yes, ma'am. उसमें अटैचमेंट दिखाई नहीं पड़ा, एक बार देख लीजिए अटैचमेंट भेजा कि नहीं आपने, एक बार देख लीजिए आप, मुझे दिखाई नहीं पड़ा इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ। मैं मेल करने वाले थे या बात करते आपसे, लेकिन आप कर लिए, ठीक है मैम। So in linear region, this is the gate capacitance divided by 2. I mean, it is equally divided. As you can say, capacitance due to this, you can say this part is going here and other part is going to drain side. CGD and CGS. Understood, Prajwal?
Yes, sir.
In saturation region, what happens? What becomes the scenario in saturation region? I'll draw and explain you. In saturation region, drain side is pinched off. Pinching off, you understand? It will be something like this. Is all depleted. So pinch off means here as if there is no channel or inversion layer. Okay, so if there is this drain is not connected to the, there is no overlap here in the drain side, you see that there is no inversion layer. So if the two plate, parallel plate is not there, then how you can say that there is a capacitance? Are you getting my point? Harshipati, could you understand? Here is this scenario. Drain side is not connected to the channel, or rather you don't have inversion layer here. It's pinched off, and hence the CGD equals to be 0 and CGS is 2/3 of this thing, CO, oxide, gate oxide capacitance. Understood? So
Sir,
Sir, didn't understand.
and sir, in the non-saturated region, it is also written CGB effectively falls to 0. Sir, that also. Sir, it is written CGB effectively falls to 0 in the linear region. At last point, sir, how is it that?
See, gate to body. Gate to body is capacitance is almost 0 because you have the inversion layer, and actually it is formed between source and drain. You have the complete inversion layer, and part of this, say I am drawing here insulator, this part, this overlap, this much overlap is there, that is considered with source or connected with source. This is drain. So this part is so this is all inversion layer. This part is attached to it, or you can say this is the part of drain, and overlap between this and this body is almost is between this. This side is at the bottom side you have the body, no? So altogether, this part is giving the CZD, gate to drain capacitance, because it is getting obscure. Body is almost obscure because of the inversion layer formed. That inversion layer, if it is completely formed in non-saturation region, VGS less than minus VT greater than VGS, as a result of the formation of the channel, the gate to channel capacitance CGS and CGD now become significant. When it is in what is called weak inversion, then it is negligible, because then body to this layer is not there, inversion layer is not there, then sub gate and body, this is the, and insulator is this much only. If zero gate bias, zero VG with respect to body, then this is a plate and whole substrate is a plate. The maximum capacitance, get to body capacitance. But if it is formed, fully formed, then here is one terminal, capacitance between these two terminal. Sorry, whole capacitance now, which was earlier get to body, now it is split into two part. Between these two. If this inversion layer is not there, how can you connect the source with that? As such, there is no attached part with the source or attached part with the drain. So capacitance means one top plate, one bottom plate, right? One top plate, one bottom plate. You have two terminal. Okay. And there should be overlap region. It should not be like this. It should not be like this. Here is one plate, here is another plate. It should not be like this. Capacitance cannot be formed like that. Okay. But yes, say this side is drain. If you have inversion layer here, this part of the inversion layer is considered as the extended part of drain, similarly source. So now the capacitance between these two is occurring, not before inversion layer formation. Before inversion layer formation, you have only the silicon dioxide here and the body here and the gate here. You don't have the inversion layer. Understood?
Yes, sir.
CGS and CGD is not going to exist if gate bias is 0 or very close to 0, because you don't have the inversion layer, and hence drain or source cannot be attached with the inversion layer. Hence, there is no overlap between gate material and the drain. Once it is extended as an inversion layer, then only you can consider this is the part of the drain. So a two overlap portion is occurring. This mass portion is getting overlapped, as if this capacitor is the part of the drain. Okay. If that is divided, then there is no existence of body. Body is this plate, body, the bottom plate is now going to this side and this side, completely divided into two parts. So body capacitance can be considered 0. We have some simulation results also, we'll show later on. Understood? Harsh Tripathi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, this thing you remember in
excuse
non-saturation
me, sir.
region. Yes.
Sir, we have a class right now.
Oh, time is over.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What's the
sir.
time?
Almost 30, sir. 4:30.
4:30. Okay, within 2-3 minutes we'll cover little this part. So here, see, those capacitance have been taken into account. Initially, we have seen the model, MOSFET model, where we said there is no capacitance. Can you remember what I am talking about? Let me delete it. Earlier, I have shown the model, device model. Let me, I think I have shown this. No, not discussed. Oh no, not discussed.
Regarding what, sir?
Regarding a small signal model, not discussed.
We have discussed that.
Discussed. Okay. So I'm not finding where it is. So small signal model, in small signal model, we have not considered this capacitances, all these capacitance, what we are discussing now, it is not considered. Okay. And that model was like this. Okay. It was like this. This side is gate and this is voltage GM-VGS. Okay. GM-VGS. This gate voltage is going to control the current, drain current. So it is a voltage control current source. And if you want to take into account the CLM, then current is also proportional to VDS. So I said that it will be proportional to VDS. So another voltage control current source was shown. Then we saw that yes, voltage control current resistor also can be used to replace it. I mean, so we used RO. Did I say this thing? RO. Did I say this thing?
Yes, sir.
And then if body and source, this is source, body and source are not connected together, then another resistance, voltage control current source can be used. That was this GMB VDS, right? So this was the model where we are not considering the capacitances. This is not correct. I mean, this is a simplified model which may be useful for low frequency applications like CS amplifier, etc. But if you go for high frequency operation like microwave or RF frequency, then you have to consider this capacitances, because the gate capacitance, for example, CGD or CGS is going to play a role. At very high frequency, the capacitance will be XC for capacitance will be very less, 1/2 pi FC. Okay, so current will flow through this. Ideally, there is no current in MOSFET's gate. Gate current is not there because you have the insulator. Could you understand? But if high frequency, then capacitor will be showing the resistance, and that resistance will be less if frequency is very high. So all this capacitance has to be considered. Okay, but yes, you can simplify certain value of the capacitance are less. For example, here read out here, this shows the small signal model of the MOSFET, including the 4 capacitors CGS, CGD, CSB, and CDB. If the source is connected to the body, the model simplifies to B. This capacitance can be ignored because the body and source may be mostly connected together. In this model, CGD, although small, plays a significant role in the determining the high frequency response of the amplifiers, and thus must be kept in the model. See, GD has to be kept. So CDB has been kept. The capacitance CDB, on other hand, can usually be neglected, resulting in a circuit shown in figure C. So if you will ignore this one because its value may be shorter, then we can simplify to this. So CGD and CGS cannot be ignored. Must be, and for accuracy, of course, the model it becomes very complicated as discussed here. Okay, so complete MOSFET, small signal MOSFET model is here because there are diodes.
Sir, our next
Diodes.
class has started, sir.
Okay, I am ending here.
It is with Shantasri sir only.
Okay, I am ending.